We are done with the scream rock on the job site. That's it. It's banned. Don't try and play it on the radio anymore. All that screaming like type rock stuff, it's gone. Job site said no more, dude. Absolutely no more. You guys are out of control with this scream rock. That's not rock music, dude. Seriously.
And we are back with another friggin' episode of the With Conviction friggin' show. What's up, guys? How we doing?
Good.
There's so many of us in here today. I love it. We almost have like all the four corners filled up with people. We need 2 more people, and we'd be like a nice full house.
If the other 2 members were here, we would be.
We're missing members too, so don't worry. Yeah. Actually, if we had a collective, I wonder how that would be interesting too. It would be really tough for us to understand what's going on.
Like a regular full house in here.
Let's get some crazy sound effects. We're back at it again with another episode of the With Conviction show. We got the boys from Gloom hanging out today. And I guess we got on screen for the first time ever a brand new member. I'll let you guys introduce him because, you know what I mean? I don't want to steal this moment from you.
I'll let Daniel take this one, and then I'll do the one that's not here.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is Mr. Tim McKinney, who is our new guitar player. Yeah, me and Tim go back at least, 10 years. We did music together for 5 years?
Yeah, but
Elements. We were in Elements together, right? So I knew that when we needed to fill the spot, my first and only thought was Tim.
And Tim writes really. I noticed when it came to starting to write, even him and I write so similarly. It's so rad.
So you're both depressed.
It's just great.
2 gloomy boys, yeah.
I can't speak for Tim.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. And you're gonna introduce the other guy?
Yeah, so we actually had Doug, we wish him the best. It sucks to see him go. His heart wasn't in it. He didn't want to do it. No hard feelings, love the guy to death. But we managed to find on a recommendation, and I gotta give a shout out to Josh from Sionis for recommending him. It's his name's Phil. And if you want to come to Polar Park on June 24th, we have tickets. You get to meet him there.
Oh shit!
Yeah. There'll be pictures and stuff tomorrow. You'll get to see him. He's so handsome.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
I
And
actually
he's
I
such a
should
good
have a picture
drummer.
loaded up.
Sorry, yeah, he's a good drummer too, but yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, dope. Fuck. Well, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be fucking hanging out. We just had Daniel. It's been so long, dude. It's been so long since you've been hanging out here with us. You know.
What? I was just here.
I know. That's.
It's sarcasm.
I was about to be like, yeah, that, and then I was like, wait, he fucking knows. I don't have to, you know. You know when like you catch a sarcasm guy with some sarcasm, and then I'm like, oh fuck.
That's right.
Fuck. Let's take a second, actually. Let's talk about this June 24th show because this is important to everybody in the entire world. This is a big deal.
It's huge, and it's too bad that everybody in the entire world can't show up. But yeah, it's the
It's super
June
exclusive.
24th. It's very, with we got Arrival of Autumn. We've got Juliet Ruin, and is it Before I Fall?
Fall of Earth.
Fall of Earth. That's
Oh,
right. Yeah,
it's
Fall of
right here.
Earth. The guys in Fall of Earth.
I'm so excited to play with AOA. Like I remember playing with those guys back in the day when I was like 16 years old. And just to see like they're one of the few like bands that are still going and actually like getting places, it's so fucking cool to see.
When did you guys play with them? That would have been a while ago, eh?
Shit, dude, when we were in like Stalwart and like 15 years ago.
Damn.
Like that long. Like I remember when God, I don't remember them as people. I remember playing with them, but
That's fucking cool,
yeah,
dude.
it was pretty crazy.
I think a lot of them
So-
are the exact same members too from back in the day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until recently where they started like getting some like guest exclusive fill-ins or like some new people, new members and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty neat. They've been like for me too a huge inspiration. Our first show that we played with them was sometime in Camrose, not 15 years ago, but it was in Camrose, I
Yeah.
believe. We were hosting a show and they were headlining. And I remember Ty. He made such an impact. We had such
I
a
love
like a
it.
heart to heart after the set. He just he said some words, man, and they were just like you know what I mean. And so ever since I've always felt this a little bit of loyalty towards them. Also, they kind of like blew up, and I'm very proud to see that because like it's just it's encouraging. You know what I mean?
For
Yeah,
sure.
just to see peers succeed, and like even being from Canada and like they're from Grand Prairie, Alberta. So if a band from Grand Prairie, Alberta can do that kind of stuff, it gives like bands like it gives me hope at the very least.
Absolutely. Like we're in a city with a plethora of resources and a plethora of people. Well, at least maybe not interested ears all the time, but at least sometimes very interested ears. And so when you see somebody from Grand Prairie, which is like it's still a city, but like the range is much smaller, and
It's a fire.
yeah, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool to see. But yeah, so yeah, Arrival of Autumn, Juliet Ruin. Have you guys played with Juliet Ruin before?
No.
No.
Actually.
So this
I'm
is,
so excited to see them because like I've listened, I've heard everything they've ever released. Phenomenal band. So excited.
absolutely, yeah, no, they fucking they're another one of those like top tier, especially from Edmonton. They put out awesome music. They have their music videos are dope. They also, I think they worked with Ty to put out their last music video.
Yeah, we did our one with Ty as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and I think they also worked with Diego on the audio production and stuff like that for the
Awesome.
last album. So I
Awesome.
always forget
Yeah.
the name of his studio. Does anybody here know?
Oracle.
I always want to say Octane or Octave
Yeah,
or
it's
something,
Oracle.
but yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
believe I'm like 95% sure it's Oracle.
No, I think you're right. It does. It definitely starts with an O because that's where my head goes.
Yeah, okay. I think we're on the right track at the very least.
Yeah. But and then somebody said Before I Fall, but I know that's a Fall of Earth.
Fall
Fall
of
of
Earth.
Earth, yeah.
Have any of you guys heard of their music before?
Yeah.
I've
yeah,
heard
they're,
I've listened to them. Yes.
They're
they
fucking
are
good.
super intimidating. especially as a guitar player. Guitar player wise, Brody, that guy's a great guitar player.
He's such a nice guy too, like so
He
down to
is a
earth.
nice
They
guy.
all,
I mean,
like, even just talking to them just through like casual, like, hey, I tagged you in a post because we're playing together. Like, they seem like the most awesome dudes. So
the
can't
guy's such a nice guy that he convinced me to send Mighty Day all the way to Africa. So I mean, when you can do that, it's you're a pretty good guy.
I know. I was gonna say something about a prince too. What? So what?
He used to go door to door doing sales for like a nonprofit.
Oh,
Yeah,
he did tell me.
that's how I met him. Yeah,
He did tell me he had a background in door-to-door sales, so that's kind of funny.
yeah, that's how I met him before, and then we kind of exchanged Instagrams before I was even in Gloom, and then so when we both found out we'd be playing the show together, we were pretty excited.
Fuck yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna be there. I'm bringing all the boys. Basically, everybody here is gonna be there, and it looks like the ticket sales are doing really well, so that's nice. Actually,
yeah, like act like for real. Whoever's watching and is interested and hasn't got a ticket, like for real, send us a message because we're gonna run out. So
I have to go order some more still, actually, because
I have
that's
none
apparently
left,
a
so.
fucking thing. Yeah, I like to hear that. That's
Yeah.
a good thing, you know.
Yeah, we got physicals now, so I know a lot of people don't like to buy online. For some reason, some people just hate buying online. The only way to get them to come out is to physically take their money out of their hands and give them a ticket. So
You know,
we got physical tickets now, and yeah.
I agree with that. I think that over the COVID period of time, like we had a lot more willingness to kind of step into I think there's more people that are willing to buy tickets online because I think we're seeing some more activity, just not full-fledged yet. It's kind of like
yeah.
it's like the debit card took a while to probably catch on, and like, you know what I mean. Anything else
That's
is
it,
from the
yeah, for
devil.
sure.
My first the card's like just him a swipe, and yeah, it was weird.
I don't like having all my money in a card. But yeah, I think it'll catch on with time. But you know, because a lot of things are going pretty digital now, which is
Oh,
like
for
a
sure.
blessing and a curse, I guess. It depends, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think because I grew up in the time of like Avenue Theater had the whole like it was like before 7 it was like $7.
I love you so much, Ian.
After 7 it was $10.
But
so I always I try to buy one.
Let's just let him get through it, and then we'll tell him.
Computers, I don't know.
Damn.
I know where he's going with it, though. I know where he's going with it.
Like,
Preach.
Killer story.
That was beautiful.
All right. Well,
we heard none of it.
Your mic's all skipping.
It's probably the internet connection. It's a little spotty.
Yeah.
So okay, we had Dan on like a couple weeks ago, and like we kind of grilled him a little bit. We dug in, you know, we asked him some personal questions about like, you know, why he does what he does, what kind of keeps him going, and stuff like that. And that's something I like to kind of ask. I also like to ask questions about like, you know, the production side of things, and so I think eventually I'll dive into that. But to give you know, Tim and Shaun like a moment, if you will, to hop in about like, you know, why you guys, you know, love making music and what kind of keeps you going, because we're not like old, you know what I mean? We're not old, but we're not young either at this point in our lives, right? And so there's got to be there's got to be a reason to, like, you know what I mean, be willing to deal with the juggle of everything and like the emotional highs and lows and of you know, this kind of hobby / profession / whatever you want to, you know, whatever kind of level you put it at. So what is that for you guys? And I guess we'll start off with you know, whoever wants to go first, go ahead, but you know, we'll take turns.
You go first, Tim.
I think for me, I don't know. After Elements ended, I went a completely different direction. I started a family. I got married. I had kids, and now I'm just kind of back in a point that I really miss doing that. So now I'm just kind of, this will be my first show in 6 years. So
damn,
I don't even, like, part of me doesn't even know if I'm gonna really like it or if it's gonna feel the same or if it's, you know,
yeah,
it's weird. It's a weird feeling.
that's gotta be a weird feeling, man. It's like well, I mean, like, you know, you said you took a complete turn and you were like, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna start a family. It probably took a while to learn, if you will, as a boy growing into a man, how to juggle those new responsibilities, and then you found yourself in a way that you're like, okay, well, maybe I could do this again. And I would be nervous too. I would be nervous.
Yeah. I remember the first time, well, not even, it was like a month ago, the first practice we had, and it was like, am I gonna hate this now, or what's this gonna be like? It's cool that I didn't. So
no, and it like even just having like Tim and then Phil come in, it like it's scary having two new people come in at the same time. It's just kind of like, oh shit, like it's going to be the same, and it's been so good since, and I've been so stoked, and like it feels like we haven't even like skipped a beat, really.
I love that.
Yeah. I guess for myself, like I've pretty much thrown in the towel with music. Didn't really have too much of an interest. But then I noticed when I would go to shows, like I'd get like actually bummed out, like seeing the bands, and I'm just like, I'd watch and I'd be like, damn, like I think I might have to do it again. Then like COVID hit, and it's always just been like, I've always felt like connections towards songs that have like a meaning or a personal story or some kind of emotion behind it. And I think like everybody, that you can have that bad day and put on a song and go, oh, like that, at least that guy, you know, he's feeling like that too. And like when I thought of like I had the band name Gloom in my head years before I even started the thing, and all I knew is I wanted to just write music that had some kind of meaning, some kind of emotion, meaning, story, whatever it may be. Because I know for like myself, it's a great emotional outlet, and I know for other people it is as well. So that's the biggest reason for me why I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to keep doing this. And now I just sit at my computer nonstop and annoy the hell out of these guys and be like, hey guys, I wrote 5 songs today.
They're like, bro, I'm still learning the 2 from fucking yesterday. What the hell?
I stopped learning them. I just stopped. I just stopped learning them. That way we can't play them. We got to catch up.
Don't bother, but here's another one. Just here. Whatever.
That's funny.
So, yeah.
It's good to be obsessed, though. You know what I mean? Like that means.
Yeah, I need something to be obsessed over. Yeah. So,
like, this is it. And having it be art is like that's a good. I don't know. Some people get obsessed with things much less worthy of their time. You know what I mean? And I think you pouring your heart out there and making things, that's a good thing. You know, it's not bad.
And yeah, like another thing, even when it comes to just even like lyrical content, I don't have a huge hand in writing lyrics because I'm god awful at it. But when I do, like I appreciate the truth, and like sometimes the truth sucks, but like getting it out there, even for other people as well. Like I said, it's a good emotional outlet, and someone could be like, hey, that dude went through that. I'm going through that. That's cool. I can relate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
big time.
Yeah.
I think we could all, like, in with conviction, definitely fucking agree with that sentiment for sure. You know what I mean?
I can't stop. I'm sorry. If you guys say anything serious and I laugh, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at my homie eating Scooby-Doo's. Every time he takes a spoonful,
Yo, AJ, you gotta pull up the can. We gotta make a clip. Pull up a can, bro.
Every does. It's so gross.
I'm like trying to sneak it in. I'm like, I don't want the fans to see what I'm doing, but at the same time, man, no fucks.
Bro, they want to see you. They want to see you for who you are. Exactly.
Show my OnlyFans content.
Hey,
Scooby-Doo's.
It's the never-ending OnlyFans with AJ.
Scooby-Doodle. Just putting the past on my nipples and shit. Oh.
Gross.
So we got some of the emotion stuff out of the way. Let's talk like production here, okay? Big bucks, fucking brass tactics. I'm just kidding, but I'm a producer. I'm a producer, so I like to like ask. I always ask, you know, the bands that are hopping on the stream and stuff. I'm like, what is your process from like, you know, ground zero to the song is, you know, ready to be sent out, mixed and mastered, or like, you know, get the, you know, uploaded to Spotify. What do you guys use? Like, what's your DAW of choice? You know, get nerdy with it if you like, if you got specific plugins you like using. But like, what's your process from zero to band to, you know what I mean, out there?
So I'm gonna say this first and foremost: drums are so fucking important to the recording process. If your drums sound like shit, your whole recording will sound like shit. That's me. That's my opinion. But I feel like with this day and age, there's so much stuff available, and with our song we might play in a little bit.
I don't know.
It's I guess for like it varies, but at first it would be, you know, me sitting at a computer. I'll fuck around with the riff. If it goes somewhere, goes somewhere. If it doesn't, I'll just save it, put it on the back burner. Production wise though, like every song's a little different. I'll always do a little bit of different things, but I always keep my drums relatively the same. For, I guess, Orchid, I used a couple mixed wave samples, like there's the Luke Holland drum library I used in some of it. I have my own snare sample I use all the time. Some of the cymbals are from the Gecko drums, One Kit Wonder Metal library. The guitars on this one it's for anybody who's interested in audio. I'll give you a really awesome $20 hidden weapon. It's from a company called Audio Salt, and the amp is called Sigma, and it fucking kicks ass. I used it on Orchid here, and for $20, that thing, like, yeah, Neural DSP makes the best shit, but if you don't want to pay $120 for a guitar amp plugin, even if you're just dicking around, like, this thing kicks so much ass. I highly recommend it.
Sorry, did you say that one was a free one, or is that like a cheap one?
That one, like, I think they're more free trial, but yeah, it's like $20. It's awesome. It's high gain. I believe the update has a clean channel to it. Other than that, like the bass, I use Neural DSP Parallax. I use it live because everyone's gonna ask me on the 24th. It sounds so fucking good.
Wait, you're using the plugins live?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I run up just a laptop with the distortion into my bass cab, or into the head of the bass head, and then just turn off the cab sim on the plugin and use it as a distortion essentially, and it kicks so much ass.
That's fucking cool. I like that.
Yeah. And then, like, honestly, like when it comes to mixing, a lot of my, like, the sound I get on a lot of the recording that comes on all the master bus processing. So like having like a good like I put an exciter on there. You'll obviously want to compress it, EQ it, things like that. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of anything Taylor Larson touches. That dude is a wizard, especially when it comes to drums. And I've kind of just gone by his whole thing. Like, if it sounds good, it sounds good.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't want to ever mix with my eyes. Like, and there's a lot of people who are like mixing with your eyes, where they're like, "Oh, your microphones are here. Why aren't you measuring them?" It's like, well, bro, you got like a quiet cymbal here, and you got these loud ass crashes and rides over here. It's like, I'm not gonna, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like drums are something that's so important to recording, and if you can nail the drum sound, I feel like a lot of it will come along with it.
So, like, truth time. How long do you spend on the snare?
On the snare?
It's like every producer's bane, you know what I mean?
One, like, I could open up Logic right now, I'll program a beat, and I'll get that to give me like 10 minutes, and it's just massive. I
love that.
I've been debating like selling my snare sample, just the one shot, like the highest crap velocity sample, because it's awesome. Like, I'll give people a secret. Like, so I layer it's the Luke Holland mixed wave snare, and then I put like, think like if you've heard like anything about like White Snake or Poison from the 80s, that like layer that underneath, crank, like boost your like 110 hertz, and boost your 8K on that shit. Get a transient designer, crank it, and then sidechain that sample to your guitar, and it'll cut through and just be way too big for anything and sound awesome.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
that was like some like a step-by-step insight.
Like, I sit at my computer and I just mix for fun, so it's
fucking awesome.
It's just every day I learn something new. It's awesome.
See, mixing is where I stopped. Like, I got up to mixing and I was like, yeah, okay, you know, I've been producing for a little while, like composing and making these crappy EDM beats and stuff, right? But let's try to mix it and master it. And I was like, bro, what?
I love mixing. I love it so much.
I couldn't do it.
I hate tracking. I hate engineering. I hate editing. I hate it all. I love mixing.
Editing sometimes can be an absolute. I mean, depending on
I don't have the attention span.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Well, fuck. I mean, dope, dude. That was dope. I like that. I like that fucking. That was some step-by-step insight on how to make a nice snare sound. Let us know when you get that shit out there.
I mean, but if you can't figure it out, you can come to me and I'll record you.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Yeah, for up until well, I guess everything that we have released musically, we were using like, MIDI drums, like, SSD, like the Steven Slate digital drum pack or whatever. I think we only had number 4 or something like that, not 5. I don't know. But we just kind of, it was a system that we found that worked. It made making demos a lot easier for us. You know what I mean? Like I could like, I could suggest, AJ could be like, fuck no, let's do something different. And then I listen, and then I was, because of my EDM producing upbringing or whatever, it made making the drum beats like real quick. Like I'm just like, and I was a drummer too for a long time. So I was just like, boom, yeah, fuck, yeah. And it would get like kind of close.
Is so important, I think, when it comes to whether you're producing, mixing, engineer, whatever it is. Knowing drums, knowing how to play drums, knowing how to tune a drum. Like I said, I will always go back to drums and how important it is.
Mm-hmm. I say that too.
Yeah.
Because I play like a little bit of every instrument, and people are like, what? And I was like, I think it's because I started with the drums. Like, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's nice though, working with someone like Sabian, like how we used to do it anyways. I'd be like, oh, this is kind of like what I want in Vices or in writing. And he'd be like, yeah, I know what you want. And I'd be like, see, it's nice working with a producer who did drums, because I'm not being like, ba 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 ba. What? He's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you want.
We would sit there. I remember, actually, I'm thankful that you brought that up. We would sit there and we'd have like a tap session sometimes. We were just like, like, and we're like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like you speak drum.
But truthfully though, it got to a point, and we just wanted to experiment trying with live drums. You know what I mean? Like off the floor, and because there was something about, again, you said your attention span sometimes with the editing, right? For me, I've gotten to this point where I'm like, okay, I only have so much of me to spread around, and when it comes to editing the drums, I can't always make it sound so, you know what I mean, like so natural or so perfect or whatever. So I was like, you know what, let's try it out. So I guess, I don't know, it's a new song, nobody's really heard it or anything like that, but like on our next song that we're gonna release, it's gonna be the first one we have actual drums on there. Well, if not including the With Conviction EP, which is, you know what I mean? But like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it'll be the first one in a long time.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear it. Can't wait.
We've been sitting on it for a long time, so it feels like way overdue at this point. I think we're all in With Conviction a little bit more depressed about it now than anything. But it's like eventually it's gonna happen.
Like we had worked with Reggie on his vocals for like shit. I wrote that February 8th.
February 8th.
Yeah. It's been in the back burner, and then lineup change and blah blah blah, and then we're like, oh, it kind of just worked to release it and have new lineup, blah 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 blah. So
the first demo of this next song that we have coming out, called Less Than Human, the first demo was made in December of 2020.
Damn.
I mean, the song wasn't complete then, but that's how long it's taken us to fucking get all this shit done. COVID slapped us hard, you know what I mean? And just like it took a while actually too to get the video done. Like it was a weekend of shooting, but then like months of editing. And actually Ty just said the other day, we had him on the live stream last week, and like Ty from Arrival of Autumn, he was like, yeah, I got a new edit coming your way pretty soon. I was like, guy, you better hurry up, because like we should be releasing this soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's exciting. I mean, and for us too. So we just got like a fancy new toy, and we just started experimenting with things like playing with. We actually did buy the Neural DSP, the Petrucci amp sim set or whatever. And sorry.
Also a good one.
Yeah. I'm really, I'm having fun experimenting with it. I know Nathan's having fun. Keelan's having fun experimenting with it.
The clean on that is just phenomenal. It's so good.
It's nuts. It almost sounds like a freaking acoustic guitar. Apparently,
and there's like that. I can't remember what the knob is at like the top left corner, and you like crank that shit, and it makes it like sparkle. I can't remember what it does.
like the crystallized thing.
Yes, yeah,
yeah, I love that.
Whatever that does, that it's so cool.
So we're just starting to experiment with some of these things, and like you said, oh, you know, I'm doing this live, and it's like, hey, we're planning on doing it live too next time, and so.
Yeah, I'll show you on the 24th. Like,
yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
It's literally like I just bring a little interface and bass into the interface laptop out of the interface to the bass amp, fucking chainsaw sounds.
That reminds, fuck that. We basically had a very similar setup for a while for our like backing tracks and stuff. It was like I pulled what remains of my hair out every single time we played a show because I was trying to set that up and being like, and this one goes into here, and this one goes into here, I think, and I'm pretty sure you take those two, and then
oh, shit. That's the only reason why I'm just like so nervous. I'm like, the day it gets more complicated with the computer, it's just gonna be like a headache.
Yeah, no, for real,
but
dude.
It is what it is.
All right, well, so you guys like want to listen to some new Gloom music?
Not really. I've heard it a lot.
I want to watch AJ eat his Scooby-Doo Alphagettis or whatever he's eating.
Dude, yeah, that's exactly what it is. So when the song comes on, I'm going to be like, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
In your mouth.
Disgusting.
But it has to be on time. But
Should just be your Discord background.
All right, let's hear it. I'm going to go ahead and switch the old screen share here. And get you guys in so we can all hear it, because, you know, that'd be kind of awkward if we couldn't. So, you know, this is the one. This is like the pinnacle, I'm assuming, of your mixing capabilities, because if you're anything like me, every time you go in, it's like, you know, 10%, you know, dude, 5%, 3%.
I'm like, the whole time I listen to this, I'm like, I want to remix it. But
I want to remix it.
I'm still happy with it.
All right, well, this is definitely the new Gloom song. Definitely not anything else.
Absolutely, it's gonna be for sure.
All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, I know for sure.
I know.
I think I loaded up the wrong track, guys. I am so sorry.
Yeah, it took a little bit of practice on that one.
This was actually this is our practice last night. We're working on a cover. This is awkward. AJ like wasn't even at the jam last night, but like we're working on a new cover. You know what I mean? So
sounding good.
I've never seen it where two guitar players are on the same side of the stage.
We have a gift, you know? I don't know. This is Orchid by Gloom. Let's go. Oh, wait. Before I do it, I should probably share it to you guys, too, so you can hear it, you know?
That would be
going too fast. I'm going too fast here. Slow down, Sabian. Slow down. Gotta calm my little heart down. I just want to do good for you guys, you know? Okay, here we go. Gotta calm my little heart down. This fucking slaps. Damn. Technically, I don't have to pause because right now there's not going to be any copyright things, but, you know, damn, guys, this is fucking awesome.
It's heavy, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. What the fuck? This is dope. You've been sitting on this since February? Have you guys played this live yet, or is it just, like, absolutely secret?
No, this is, this is brand new.
Damn.
Never touched live yet.
All right, let's get the rest of it. Let's go. That's fucking brutal. Josh is in the chat saying, what up? What up, Josh? What up, Amanda? What up, Cassie? Oh my God. Oh, that's creepy. Jesus.
Nice.
You heard it here first. Like, literally, actually. If you're watching this stream, you actually heard it here first. Like, I'm not even just saying that. I say a lot of things. This is the truth. I mean, unless you're like, you know.
Unless I sent it to somebody.
Yeah, you know. But you heard it here first, okay? This is the, Also, Josh is saying some mean things about your guitar tone, but I thought those guitars sound awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, what does he know? They need a click track and backing tracks and their own lights just to sound half decent. So.
Oh, I'm laughing, but I just don't have the
Is that a
lights.
click track?
No?
No,
Okay,
that's not true.
how did you make those fucking like almost scrapey sounding noises during that like chaotic break there? What was that?
So I'll just be
isn't it?
honest. When I wrote this song, I was in the worst place in my life I've ever been.
It was a pretty happy song.
And I tried to recreate in that little break there what my head sounded like. And that's what I came up with. And so that like scraping sound was samples. It's actually marbles rolling around.
Your head
like
is fucking noisy.
Yeah, there's that. There's like a guy screaming. There's crying in it. There's like synth and weird shit. I just wanted to make something like very uncomfortable.
It definitely like it. I like it when like there's songs, right, and then there's songs that kind of like paint a picture that you can like feel as you're going through. And during that point of the song, I was like, man, I feel like some sort of distress or something. You know what I mean? So I think job well done, my friend.
Yeah, and that's exactly the kind of message I was trying to convey with that. And like lyrically, I'd say the easiest way to describe it is just change. Yeah,
I feel like Gloom as a whole, the way the music is written and everything, you should feel safe at our shows, but at the same time, horribly uncomfortable. So
yeah,
we
want to make you feel something as you're there. Like if I can instill some kind of emotion just from someone listening to this song, then mission accomplished.
I just like when I go to a show, I like to feel something other than the overwhelming sense of uncomfortableness that I have with my own body sometimes. And so I'm thankful that you guys, I go to a show and I'm just like, I feel so awkward. I got such social anxiety sometimes. I'm like, fuck. I'm just waiting for the band to go on so I can stop talking to the guy like at the bar or something.
It's like, yeah, but I don't know what to talk about.
Hey man, how's it going?
How's it going?
I'm going. That's how it's going.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. Well, shit, dude. That was some sexy shit. I'm loving it. So this song is coming out tomorrow on Spotify?
Yeah, tomorrow. I think it should be live on like at 10 p.m. tonight.
Yeah. Fuck
But,
yeah, dude.
Yeah, tomorrow, essentially. So
they always like, it sucks being like a planner of like a marketing planner, because you're like, it's coming out on this day, everybody, and then Spotify's like, kinda, you know what I mean? And then,
kinda, yeah.
And you want people to start listening as soon as it comes out, but like if you have to wait to start promoting, it's just like this weird thing where you're like, just please go listen to the song.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you guys feel navigating through like the new marketing age of a band, where you not only have to be, a musician, but you have to be a freaking marketer and a content creator and a fucking whatever, and like blow up on TikTok and like
for music.
Yeah, exactly. I could keep on saying things. And it's like, how do you feel? Like, for me, releasing a song is a very overwhelming thing, because I give too many shits, probably too many shits about like the marketing, the response, the fucking getting it out there, having everything like, like I have currently for our next song, like fucking 20 different TikToks pre-made ready to go just of the song and everything. And I'm like, there's a lot of creation. It's still, dude, you know how like, I'm sure you guys do in some way, but like I've been editing like these clips, like the clips from the With Conviction show, into little 1-minute clips for TikTok, and it takes me about 35 minutes per 1-minute video.
Wow, dude.
And maybe I'm slow. Like I'm willing to admit that. Maybe I'm slow, but like I like to make sure that the flow's happening. So I'll go back and re-listen, and it's like a song, I'm like, hey, let's get some context, listen, watch from the beginning again, right? And so yeah, it takes a while to do that crap, and I'm like, I don't know. So you guys are releasing a song tomorrow. You seem pretty relaxed, you know what I mean? And I love that. So like, what's your fucking secret, guys?
The secret is we don't do anything. I mean,
don't worry about
it. Like, I think we got to get to that point too. For sure. TikTok's the next biggest thing. We got to hop on it.
Yeah.
We got to be more active on Instagram, more active on Facebook. We're very good at posting what we want to post, but in the same breath, we're not overly aggressive.
Yeah.
But maybe we got to find that happy medium, which there is, of course. And I think now that we've kind of found our, we got our 2 new members and we're working on new stuff and getting everything tight. I think that's kind of the next step, is working towards how we can market Gloom better.
Because we're established, and that's like we have that foundation, and now it's just how can we reach people who may not be able to come to a show, or people who may not be able to just be like, I want to see if there's a band called Gloom that's a metalcore band. Like,
yeah, search engine optimization. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that because nobody could ever fucking spell our band name anyways. But you guys definitely have competition in that department.
Yeah.
You know what we did? So people sometimes, rarely ask me, what is your band's name? And I will go, fuck.
It's so
Yeah, it's so easy. I'm like, oh shit. Like oftentimes I would take their phone and just like, put it in their Spotify or something like that. So what we did is we printed out these little cards with a QR code on it that takes it to a link tree. Yeah. Because now we yes,
yeah.
Now we never have to like spell our silly band name ever again. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
That's so right. And when your tickets are online, like a few months ago, for the show Thrive of Autumn, the first thing I did was update that link tree. Right, I threw the ticket link. You scan it.
Yep.
If I don't got tickets on me, take a card, scan the link.
Yeah.
And
we'll always have a stack of these at our merch table. Like we have so many. So like if you ever,
they're actually so cheap. Like it's actually
it's
cheaper than the amount of time if you got paid like a minimum wage job than to like go type it in all these people. You know what I mean? It's like it's so much quicker, so much easier. It's nice.
It's just like have a card, scan it.
Yeah. And it's got the link on there if they feel like typing it out. But I'm like, especially for especially for fucking, my band's name, the no vowels, 2 words, one put together. It's like it's like a puzzle to look at. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating for some people. So it's nice. It's a nice thing to have.
That's what I'm gonna start saying to people. Is like, it's a puzzle. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
It's so easy.
If you listen to all our songs enough times and buy enough merch, the answer becomes very clear.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, oh, for sure.
Oh,
Good
I
one.
like that.
That's the secret.
Oh, hang on. I just got a Josh is texting me right now, and he says he can smell me from here. Do I smell beautiful? Probably.
Ooh. Ooh. I like that.
Hi, Josh.
All right, we got to switch over real quick before we're gonna hard cut at 7. I forgot to say that before we started the show. We hard cut at 7 o'clock here because we're professional. This is a professional thing, okay? We're gonna swap over to the underground nugs section where we add a couple local bands to the playlist. We listen to like a minute of their songs, and so I'm gonna do a screen share for you guys again, so you guys can listen with us. Let's see. Spotify. There we go. So I'm definitely gonna put you guys on the spot. I'm gonna make you guys pick a couple, like, each of you maybe pick one underground band, somebody that's like local or underground. And the underground is like a pretty fucking broad term. We have some bands on here with like 20,000, 40,000 listeners, some with like 10. So like, you know what I mean? Do your thing with it. But let's start off with Ryan. Don't pick me. Or sorry, Ryan, Sean.
Honestly, can I want to plug this. It's by a band from the city who's been around forever. Great friends of mine. I work with them all the time. They just released a cover of the song "Stay." It's Letters to Elise.
Ooh, OGs.
Yeah, I recorded this one too, so I'm a little biased, but it's fucking awesome. So shout out Brandon and Dylan. I love you guys. This thing turned out so good. And it has the singer of the band Northvale. They're from out east, somewhere in Ontario. Awesome guy, awesome voice. Had like such a blast working with them on this one.
And you recorded, mixed and mastered all that stuff?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. And so the song is "Stay," right? That's the one?
Yeah. Just search Letters to Elise. It should be the most
oh yeah.
most recent one there. I'll text Brandon after and be like, yo, I'll give you a shout out, dickhead.
All right, let's check out "Stay" by Letters to Elise. Oh, I see. I know. "Stay." Nice.
Smart move.
Even when I knew I never could, I know that I can find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. Get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted still. Realize the time that I wasted here. Feel like
Yeah, I kind of love this, yo. I absolutely fucking love this. Okay, next 30 seconds. Let's go. I'm gonna want to listen to the whole song, but we can't do that. We gotta stick to the rules. I'm gonna save this so I can get it for later. Okay, 30 seconds. Let's go.
feel the way I felt before dark. If you can't be right here. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would have told you I'd change. Even when I knew I never could, I know that I can find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay.
Oh,
Need you to
yes.
stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would have told you I'd change.
Bro, that is a bop. Oh my god.
That's
okay.
sweet.
We're
Hell
adding
yeah.
that. We're adding that to the Underground Nugs playlist. That is awesome. This
There's a
playlist is
few
filling
bands
up.
that have done that cover, but like that was pretty good.
That was
pretty good.
awesome. That
They
was
just
fucking awesome.
like Brandon, their singer and guitar player. He just because I've been working with them, I work with them all the time. And he just approached me. He's like, "Yo, I want to cover this. Like, let's try to figure it out." And we just kind of worked together on it. And we definitely knew we wanted to make it like a pop punk feeling. Like, definitely get rid of like that most of that pop vibe to it and get a little more aggressive. So
that's fucking cool, dude. Fuck. All right. Well, what's next?
I gotta go be a parent and put my kid to sleep. So
Hey, I respect that, dude. You're like, I do not. I'm not. I don't know. See you later.
I also don't have a to show you because I don't know anything that's happening in the scene forever now.
Nah, respect, dude. Thank you so much for being
But
here.
thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It's a good time. See you guys later.
Fuck yeah. Peace out.
Peace.
All right. Well, looks like it's Danny Boy. Danny Boy.
Oh man, I gave you guys all my local artists last time. You know what? This one's not as like underground, and it's a little off the beaten path. But Josh Sahunta.
John.
Oh, so good.
Sahunta. Okay. Let's see.
One of my favorite local artists. I'll probably
He's
play his,
so
one of his
good.
"Will Be Alright" or "Always," whichever one.
Yeah, I first heard of him because he did a song with the Days.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, or he sang one, something like that. It was a while ago.
All right, well, let's check out Always then. Seems to be doing pretty well. Okay, Always by Josh Sahunta.
I kinda like that you were out of my league. It makes me feel like it was just a bad dream. I'm sick and tired of acting cool to be seen. You'll never know what I mean. Woke up this morning.
This is a fucking jam.
I love all of his stuff. It's all so calming.
This is the kind of stuff that I would listen to on like a Sunday afternoon when I'm just trying to like relax and like smoking some weed and like, all right.
Yeah,
sure.
You know what I mean? I'm not working. I'm not. My phone is on silent. You know what I mean? Like.
A little confusing. Like they even said, yeah, your bill's paid up. Like,
All right. Well, let's keep listening here.
Side of the bed, I like it better than the one that I had. Think I prefer it when you're just in my head. Don't really care where you be. Oh no. And baby, it feels good to block your Instagram. You try to make me jealous. I don't give a damn. I think about the pressure that you're under, and I like it. You deserve this.
I like that sassy line there about deleting you off Instagram. That's fucking funny.
Yeah. He's playing the Calgary Stampede this year.
No, wait, good for him, dude.
Yeah.
Good for him. That's awesome, dude. And so he's local. You were saying he's from Edmonton?
Yeah, from Edmonton. Yeah.
There's a lot of these like
EP release a couple weeks ago.
There's a lot of these quote unquote underground gems, if you will, from Edmonton, like folk and pop and like whatever. Just like these kind of, I'm saying underground, but they're achieving levels of at least streams and financial deals at a much higher rate than I am. But you know what I mean? Like they're it's kind of cool to see. It's kind of cool to see. It's nice to know that
for sure.
there is like a blooming scene of multiple different styles of genres within our city. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Fuck. All right, guys. Well, I think that's a wrap today. Fucking thank you all so much for fucking hanging out. Seriously, this has been a good time.
Man.
Thank you, man.
We've had a good, consistent, like 8 to 10 viewers this whole time, and normally we're at like a good 4. So you guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like that.
We bring that extra.
You bring the crowd. Let's go.
Yeah, we bring that 4.
That's like 100% growth, though. You know what I mean? That's 100% growth. So. Fuck.
I like the positivity.
When you do a show for 20 shows in a row with nobody showing up, you gotta remind yourself that even if nobody's there, you know what I mean? It's all good. Let's go. I'm sure we've all played a couple, at least. I know I'll speak for myself and say, played some like empty shows, and I'm like, you know what? It's all good. Let's have some fun with it.
Well, like even that, if you're to a floor or a filled room, like play the same, because maybe there's one dude out there who gives a shit more than that room of 1,000 people.
There's always some drunk guy at the bar that's eating a burger that's like, yeah, afterwards. You know what I mean? So
right.
fucking give it.
Awesome.
Like he put his burger down for 5 seconds to be like,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe
gotta make him proud, right?
50% of the time he'll buy you a shot or a beer afterwards too, because he's like,
yeah,
or
just tell you that your band's good, but that screaming stuff.
Love the guitars.
Do it for the guy in the back eating the alphagetti.
Hey.
No, forget that guy. That guy's gotta get out of here.
Yo, on the 24th, I'm gonna bring you guys up to getting on stage now.
Oh,
Like, right
dude. That's
AJ, you
hilarious.
stand in front of me, I'll spoon feed you like, here comes the airplane.
That's so fucking funny.
We gotta plan that next time. Actually, when we were gonna start the stream there, I was like, Save said something. I can't fucking for the life of me remember what it was, but I was like, we should all just like, rings, like get rings and like put the rings on and like, united we stand, like or something like that. We all like
Fist bump, yeah.
something easy, yeah. Like, oh my god, I was like, that's what we should do next stream. Like, get everybody in on something like 3, 2, 1, Beyblade.
Yes.
Beyblade.
Everybody who's been in the stream should get a ring. I agree.
Well, I was telling the guys this, I think our last practice, like our vocalist Zach sings in a cover band and they had a show once. So I went to the store before the show and I bought like a whole ass cucumber and they covered Jimmy Eat World Sweetness. And the second Zach started singing, I just pulled the cucumber out and just started singing and turned it around.
He was like, bro, I'm trying to sing up here, dude. What are you doing to me,
like,
man?
Just to hear his eyes rolling while he sang.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, whole cucumber's a good one.
We've never done anything interesting. What the hell? I'm too nervous when I get up there. I'm like, hey.
Cucumbers.
All right, guys. So let's fucking we'll see you guys next time on the old With Conviction show. What do we next week? I think we got Ray from No Hope for the Lost. She's coming on. Week after that, we have another guest from another band. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look at my sheet. Super organized.
They exist. Yeah.
Super organized over here. This is a legitimate production. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we love you guys. We appreciate you. We hope you have a fantastic night.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Peace. Oh.